Let's do a tutorial on the driver display for the Lincoln Aviator. This is for the models 2020 to 2022. Let's check this all out together. So you can see this display that I've got up on the camera. On your steering wheel, this is where we're going to do most of the controls, is just from this side right here. There are some controls with cruise control and whatnot over here, but most of it's over here. Now, these can double as a couple of things. This is kind of a cool system. When you're doing your controls, if you hit certain buttons, you will actually see the controls change. So when you do control these, you see how I just toggled that down? Now this looks different. Now, when I toggle sideways, it's okay. When I toggle this way, it's a back button. So it really depends on which you have set up here. This looks like a home button, but when you did that, you see that these then changed on us. So that trips people up a little bit, and I just wanted to show you that right away. Now, going into this display, let's take a look at some things. I'm going to zoom in a bit with my camera. Over there, it's just showing me satellite radio. I don't have the subscription enabled, so it's asking me to call that number. Then below it, you can see the A with the line through it. That's auto start stop. That's how many kilometers are on this vehicle. If you're in the States, it'll maybe be in miles. That's the odometer reading. And then that's the temperature range for the vehicle's engine right now. Then we do have a digital speedometer as well as an analog speedometer that goes through there. And you can see some of my lane detection system on there. You can see what gear we're in, power, reverse, neutral, and drive, what the average fuel economy is. And then down at the bottom, we have distance to empty, how much fuel is in here, and what side the fuel door is on. Now, when I come back to this, if we start hitting this button, it's gonna scroll through here. And so you can see we've got a couple dots above the 83K to empty. And so it's just scrolling through some screens. We have a comm screen, we have a trip screen, we have a fuel economy screen, auto start stop screen, and a tire pressure. Let's just go to that comm screen for a moment, because when we put it on the comm screen, it is going to zero out any information over on the right-hand side and just make it a little more calming to look at. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull down on this to get to the settings menu. So when I pull down on this, it's gonna bring us into settings. Now this vehicle has the heads-up display, so we can turn that on or off. If you do have heads-up display on your model, you can go in there and you can go and adjust the brightness, adjust the position, or adjust what it says in your heads-up display. We're backing out of these menus and going down to the display setup. When you go into this, these are those information screens that I was just going through with you. So you can actually customize those screens. So we can set it to comm screen. I've got trip 1 on. You could have trip 2, fuel economy, auto start stop. You can set up seat belts if you want, but there's only so many screens it allows you to set up. So if I want to add something like seat belts, I have to take something off like tire pressure. You can get off-road, power distribution for your 4-wheel drive, trailer light check, and then that's back up to comm screen. You can also set it whether it's in miles per hour speedometer or kilometers an hour. We can also add a tack. A lot of people like having a tack. And then you can let it go into border crossing, so it'll alert us whenever we're going across a border. A lot of people do go back and forth across the border. Oil life, we can go into this and you can actually see this has 72%. This is a great time because I just had this reset. So we're just gonna hit the OK, and it's gonna reset our oil life for us. Back out of there, and now we're back to that main screen, but I did turn on the tachometer, so now you can see my gauge cluster looks a little different because I turned on the tach. Then from here, if we toggle sideways, we'll get music, the other way we'll get phone, and up we'll get navigation. So I'm just gonna do that. We're gonna toggle over for music, and now we can select whether we want AM, FM, or satellite radio, and we can go into those if we want, and it'll set that for us. Toggle up, and this is navigation. And now I can go through and select what I want from the navigation system. And then I can go over one more to phone. I don't have a phone connected. And so when I go into phone, nothing shows up right now. But if I had a phone connected, it would show me whether I wanted to call people or not. I just want to touch on cruise control. So when we do touch cruise, you see none of this is lit up. When we do touch cruise, our cruise control comes up. This is your resume, your set, and your cancel, and it's all pulled from behind here, not pressed on the forward. And this does have lane centering and lane detection, and then the adaptive cruise control can slow you down with the vehicle in front of you. So if you have adaptive turned on, when we do set our cruise, and I have this turned on. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna pull one of these buttons so you can kind of see what happens. And it says that adaptive cruise control speed is too low to activate. But when we are set on there, you will see that come up right in the middle, a picture of the vehicle. And then when we toggle this one here, you will see the lines, and you can see that, see it says set, and it's set to 0 kilometers right now. And we can go through the lines and make those longer or shorter as we get closer to the vehicle. You see the little steering wheel? That means that the semi-autonomous driving system is on and the lane departure system is on. So when I get to a certain speed, if it sees the lines on the road, it'll actually drive the steering wheel for me, even turning around corners. If I toggle this off, this turns on or off that driving feature and the lane assist. So I turned it off and the steering wheel disappears. All right, you guys, that's a quick display tutorial. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Do me a huge favor and click subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions about this or want to see any other content like that, throw that down in the comments section. And if you do like this content and want to see more of my content, if you hit the bell icon, it'll notify you every time I make a video. Thanks and have a great day.